Okay, we started recording. Okay, welcome to the Masters 8 podcast, everybody. It is me, your host as always, Samurai, and Dino, are you going to introduce yourself?
Dino, your second message.
Can you repeat
Oh,
that?
you didn't hear me?
Yeah, you kind of broke up while saying that. Can you just repeat it?
Okay, yeah, and it's Dino, the second and the only other member of the podcast, apparently.
Welcome to the Masters 2 podcast. You would have had more people here, but for some reason, people don't want to set their alarm clocks. But otherwise, yeah, it's me, Samurai, and Dino. We're here talking about episode 73, right? Or is it 74?
I have no idea. Oh, check real quick.
Yeah, so we're here talking about the Phalanx and Ice Cube episode, along with some topics because a lot of stuff got dropped in the last 2 weeks. So the week where we weren't doing the podcast, which kind of makes me think they were targeting it. But what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to talk about your opinions first, or do you want me to share my opinions first?
Well, I can go first, like always.
Okay.
This episode, I have like mixed feeling about it. I think there were very good moments, but also very bad moments. Like not bad
Mhm.
moments, but sometimes it just got boring. I don't think the
Mhm.
concept of phalanx can hold up a whole episode, but like
Mhm.
just how they executed was a kind of they could have done better. But there are of course good moments like Ice Cube were cute sometime, and the whole phalanx shenanigans with falling Pikachu and Ghost Pokemon following Phalanx. That was all quite cute and also quite interesting. But
Mhm.
I feel like there's just immense potential with this concept, and they just didn't use it. Like first of all, I'm a bit figured that they had a Phalanx focus episode, but didn't go to that one maze in the Gala region. I'm not sure what the name is, but I think you know which maze I mean.
It's the place right before you go to. I think it's Gordy's gym.
Yeah, I think
Like the
it's
desert
like
area.
between. Yeah, I think it's between that. Yeah. Anyways, like, and I'm not. I don't have like the exact concept what they could have done, but I just feel like it was a nice filler episode, but just immense wasted potential on what they could have done with Phalanx. Because like Phalanx is a very interesting Pokemon since like we have seen a Pokemon with multiple heads and multiple like minds. The Phalanx is literally 6 different creatures. Like they could like separate from each other but still be one Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Technically, it's the same creature, just one is bigger than the other. But no, continue.
Yeah, like I mean, I know like the same species, but like 6 different, 6 different Pokemon, like
Yeah, I
six
got
different entities.
it. Hmm.
Yeah, but otherwise, the episode was fine. Like I like how they had that formation of Phalanx, and that the Phalanx has to learn how to cope with 5 like followers or subordinates. I don't know how to name them. And one one thing that's bothering me or like interests me is like why did they have a ice cube plot at all? Like I thought the plot the ice cube will travel to like Cerise lab or something. But at the end it just encountered Go like for 3 seconds and went back to where it was. Like that was kinda not lame, but I just don't understand why they did it. Probably just to fill some screen time.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, a rating, I'm not sure yet. I will just give it a 6 as of now. Maybe I will change my mind.
Okay. Personally, I thought this episode was fine. I actually, unlike Dino, I actually did like the Ice Cube plot line because I thought it was kind of funny. Like, I liked how it could just never win. Like, it was getting thrown around everywhere. Like, it got yeeted into a truck. Say what you want. That girl got a hell of a nice arm. Like, she could probably, like, what is she doing here? Like, what is she doing selling ice? She should be a baseball player. She should be playing Pokebase from Sun and Moon. Do a whole Ice Cube onto a truck. I don't know how light Ice Cube is, but it seems like let's say it weighs as much as a normal penguin, which is like, let's say 60 pounds. That's still 60 pounds. She got a hell of an arm on her. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you disconnected. But yeah, she got a hell of an arm on her. So I'm thinking, dang. I'm like, dang, she doing the wrong sport.
For real.
So I did like Phalanx, as Phalanx was one of the Pokemon I used through my playthrough of Sword. So it's always nice seeing one of your favorite Pokemon in an episode. I'm actually being like really positive about this episode for once. But yeah, it was fun to
Mm.
see Phalanx. This episode was like decent. Like it knew what it wanted to be. It didn't try to be anything more. It was standard. I'm gonna give it the same ranking as you, a 6 out of 10. Give me 1 minute. Sorry, my baby sister came into the room.
Okay.
Yeah, now she left. Anyways, but yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. You know, very enjoyable, nice. Do you know?
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, it was nothing too much, but like, it was enjoyable.
Now we can get into what everybody probably wanted us to talk about anyway. The preview of Dawn coming back. So, do you want to go first? Do you know?
Yeah, I can go first again. Well, the preview was like, it has like nothing in it except nothing in it that we didn't saw in a special preview except that one. I don't know if it was in the special preview, but like Darkrai had the whole town in nightmare. But that was kind of obvious. Like every time Darkrai appears, this is the plotline. No surprise. Um, I'm just curious whether Ash will recognize it. Like if he like sees like the whole town is in the whole town has nightmare. Like oh, that's like the one time that also happened, and we figured out that it was Darkrai. Like I get it, you don't have to have flashbacks like everywhere, but like this kind of just reflects the experience of Ash. If Ash doesn't recognize it, it kind of like doesn't. It kind of like it doesn't make sense because it's he has to know it since he literally found out about this like I don't know less than a year ago. So yeah, I hope they mention that he knows about it. But yeah, Dawn returning that is kind of funny as Chloe said. Like like Dawn was like Daijobu Daijobu, and then Chloe was like, "Who are you again?" Yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, well, overall, I'm pretty hyped for the episode.
Mm.
But every time there's like a return episode, the one problem is I have too much expectation that at the end it's just like average for me because I have so much expectations. But it's a two-part at least, so we'll see.
Okay, so my personal thoughts on this preview was my same thoughts on like the special trailer we got showing Dawn. You know, it seems fun. I hope they bring up Ash like recognizing Darkrai. It doesn't specifically have to be Tobias's Darkrai because we also have the Darkrai from the movie, and we also have the what you call again Darkrai from that one episode of DP where they brought back the Lunar Wing, confirming the movie is canon.
Mhm.
You don't have to do that, but it would be fun to do that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, I can't wait for the episode 2. It's coming out on my birthday, which is a pretty sick birthday present.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's something I gotta look forward to.
Definitely.
Okay, so I think we can talk about our topics if we have nothing else to bring up. Oh wait, there actually is something else to bring
Yes.
up. The starters in the ending apparently evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They're like,
that
yeah.
means we're gonna see Samurott soon. Everybody said we're gonna see Samurott.
What?
Me. You already saw Corviknight in the anime. It's my turn. I've been starving ever since the Victini movie where Samurott lost to Tepig.
Wait, when did we see Corviknight?
We saw Corviknight in the intro all the time.
Wow, wow. Let me see. Well, okay, I will wait till we hear again.
Yeah, my siblings keep on calling me for arbitrary reasons. But yeah, we already saw Corviknight in the dang anime. It's time. It's time for Samurott to come in the ending.
If you're satisfied with like a still image that is like vibrating, yeah,
Yes,
I'm happy
yes,
for you.
yes, I am. You see,
Okay.
you trying to be negative. I don't care. I'm happy.
By the way, what
Yeah.
I was looking forward to, like one of my team members in Swearing Shield was Artisold, but like he barely played any part in the episode and barely showed up after the episode.
At
So
least
that
Arctos
was
was
kind of
caught.
weird.
Nobody caught Samurott. At least nobody that I like. We're not talking about Cameron. Nobody that I like caught Samurott. You at least got Go catching Arctozold, and I'm pretty sure you're a fan of Go.
I'm neutral. Like I'm not the biggest fan. Like there are some people that saying Go is the best character in the anime. I can't agree at all. But then there are people who say that like these Go haters. I can't agree as well. So I would say I'm kind of neutral.
Like, but you like his character. Like, you're a fan of his character.
Like in some episodes, like oh by the way, Go's character. I have to talk about one thing about the episode again.
Okay.
One aspect that is like bothering me, like it's not bad. They can like keep that, but it's just weird to me that sometimes Go sees a Pokemon, he instantly goes like Monstava Go, Monstava. But then there are some Pokemon he sees it, and then he just does nothing. Like he sees that what's the name, that track Pokemon. Um,
Stunfisk.
yeah, Galarian Stunfix, and he instantly caught it. But then, like with Alex, he studied him, and then he just want to go away. Like I don't understand. Like, do you want to catch Pokemon or
Oh, so
you
you're saying
don't?
it's kind of inconsistent sometimes. Oh, okay, I got it. You're kind of saying he's
Yeah,
inconsistent sometimes. That's fair. That's a fair critique. I can agree with that.
yeah. But like when Go has like its emotional episodes, like I said many times, the Flababy episode, the Drizzle episode, and the Celebi episode were
The
all
Baby episode
top
was
tier
overrated.
episodes.
I don't care what anybody said. That Baby episode was overrated. I will stand by that. I never
You're
going
just
on
weird.
Twitter. No, everybody on Twitter was like, "Oh my god, this episode," and the Drizzle episode, it was just okay. But everyone's like, "Oh my god, this episode made me cry." Like, "Oh my god, this episode phenomenal. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, my ass. This episode was good, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
that good."
That's not. Yeah. Okay, I get what you mean.
Like, I like
Yeah,
these
like I
episodes, but
said.
they're not the best thing since sliced bread. Now, sliced bread, that's a blessing.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think we can jump into the topics for this one. We got a lot of topics to
Yeah.
cover because a lot of things.
Mhm.
So, first, so the winner of the Chicago European Cup was Italy, which nobody saw coming. Personally, I was rooting for England.
You're cringe.
Shut up.
I was saying since the group phase that Italy could win the cup,
We
but no
get
one
it.
believed me.
No one did believe you because it's Italy, and since we have a lot of, because I have a lot of like Italian people in my area. I was going to the store after the game, and all I heard was like people going their cards like, "We won, we won." I was like, why do y'all have to be so noisy?
Let's be honest. If England won, you would have heard more noises.
Yeah. I actually don't live near that many Liquid British people, but yeah, I definitely would have heard some people like beeping.
Yeah.
Another new thing to bring up is I feel like I'm forgetting something very important, like something that happened, like that's very important, like that happened last week because I'm trying to go like in order.
Maybe Loki finals.
Oh yeah, the Loki as a series, the finale is out. Personally, I didn't think Loki needed to happen as a series.
Mm, well, um, first of all, spoiler alert for everyone that didn't watch Loki yet. And well,
Yeah,
Loki
spoiler.
did like open a gate for like at least 10
Multiple
Marvel
scenarios.
projects in the future with the multiverse opening, like Doctor Strange, Spider Man, Ant Man, and What If. They are all like Loki has a big impact on the future of Marvel Cinematic Universe or multiverse. I don't know
Yeah,
if they want to rename it. Yeah.
but like here's my one issue. I don't think Loki as a character needed to be brought back because he finished his arc. And I know it's like, but this is the Loki from like the Avengers. And it's like he's a different. No, Loki finished his arc and he was kind of out of character during this whole series, if you ask me. Like they
Yeah,
made him a
he was.
yeah, they made him a lot dumber for some reason.
And like they needed a comical figure, and kind of Loki
I
was
get
like,
it, but like you didn't have to make it Loki because that just ruins his character, in my opinion.
yeah, okay, but you're not like getting Korg or something, and then name it um the new Disney Plus show Korg, and it's just like Korg doing everything Loki did, but with the TVA and everything.
Or hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Just introduce a comic relief character. I write
Introduce one.
a comic relief character. Don't make Loki the comic relief character because
Oh, okay.
that makes his character
They,
inconsistent.
they did Casey, but then he didn't appear anymore after the second episode.
And then apparently he falls in love with himself, which is
Oh yeah,
I don't know how you
it's
guys want to
kind
take that.
like it's Loki things that can happen, but it's also kind of weird.
Like I know in the original Norse mythology stories, Loki does some pretty weird stuff, but this is a whole new level of weird.
Loki mated with a horse, and then gave birth to a horse. So I
Why do
don't know
you
if this
know
is the
this?
weirdest. Because first of all, I read it in comments, and second of all, I
You're in
read
college.
Magnus Chase. I don't know if you
Why
know
did you
that.
say
Like
you
this
read it?
is
Why did you say you read it in college? You're in high school.
in some comments, not in college.
Oh, in some comments, you got it. See, this is what Dino
Yeah,
does.
and
But yeah, I got it. Like Loki's pretty weird. Like the whole Disney Plus shows, like Marvel Disney Plus shows. Marvel, like Winter Soldier and which Falcon was my
okay.
favorite because it was the one that needed to exist. I didn't like WandaVision. I'm gonna say that now.
Okay, I have like the opposite opinion. My opinion, I love Falcon with a Soldier, but it's the weakest in my opinion, since it's like kind of generic Marvel. Yeah, and but like WandaVision and Loki were both very good, but in my opinion, both of them didn't have good end.
Enough.
Like WandaVision's, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Like you said,
Okay,
both of them didn't have, and I was like, oh, they didn't have enough for you.
they didn't have what?
Enough. Like they didn't have enough content in WandaVision and Loki for you.
WandaVision was fine from contents, but like the last two episodes, in my opinion, that's very
Yeah,
controversial.
I agree.
But in my opinion, they were trash. The last two episodes.
I agree. Okay, my one issue with WandaVision is that it's more that the people around like hyping it up ruined it for me.
Hmm.
To where everybody around me was like saying, "Oh yeah, WandaVision is great. It's phenomenal. It's 10 out of 10. This episode had me. It was great."
Hmm.
Yeah, like you
Like
see where I'm
episode five
coming
and
from.
six was great.
Like I like the whole like what you call it again reality show aesthetic they were going for. Like don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but and then it just evolved into like what you said, Captain America and the Winter Soldier was like very generic Marvel.
Yeah. Like, but to be fair,
Not to
I
mention,
also
Agatha wasn't that good of a villain, if you ask me. Like, she came out of nowhere.
she didn't kind of like basically everyone knew she was a villain, so that's like one problem. But still, her reveal was kind of cool.
It wasn't cool to me. It was like very weak, in my opinion. Like, nothing is like, eh.
It was Agatha. Oh, we're getting copyrighted.
Eh. But, like,
Yeah.
okay, we brought that up. So, let's bring up another thing. This is more of the Anime community as a whole. The Pokepod recently did their 100th episode around, yeah, around 2 weeks ago, and then we're gonna go back to Marvel because I forgot. Marvel What If got its trailer released,
Mm.
and I'm about to make it very sad because that was apparently Chadwick Boseman's last Chicago acting role.
Oh yeah, last performance.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Like
Rest in
I
peace.
would, I
Oh,
had the like there's a random incident I want to talk about. Like the day Chadwick Boseman passed away, I had the I had a big exam, and if I went to social media like on the uh, in the morning
ooh,
before the exam, it would have ruined my day, so I wouldn't have performed
uh,
well.
ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like, thank
but
God you didn't go to.
fortunately, I didn't go to social media.
Yeah, so like, thank God you didn't go to social media. But I'm still like very sad that he died. But yeah, it looks like we're getting a lot of
Yeah.
interesting steps of like, what's her name? Peggy Carter becoming Captain Carter and Steven Rogers becoming Iron Man. Let's be honest, it's Iron
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
We might get. We're probably We're getting the Marvel Zombies thing. We get like
Mm,
I'm looking at the poster right now on my phone where like we're getting what looks to be Chadwick Boseman or like T'Challa leading the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm thinking this is
yeah.
Ultron. Like, what the poster? I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Like
this is Ultron
yeah.
and Gamora in the back, and then we get Spider Man, and
Oops.
like a part of and like a very small part of me wants to believe that this is the Spider Man from what should we call it again? That this is the Spider Man from what's the Spider Verse.
Mm, we saw in the trailer like a Spider-Man that looks like Tom Holland. I'm not saying it's not possible, but like we already
Like it's
saw
like
Tom
it's
Holland
very,
in the trailer.
yeah. It's like, but he kind of does look like him, like the jacket, because he
Well, the
looks a
jacket
lot
is
more.
like the Doctor Strange cape.
Yeah, like he does like look like him a lot.
Mm.
And also Black Widow, the movie, they finally released that movie. It took them so long. Oh my god.
I didn't watch it. I didn't have the opportunity, but I will hopefully watch it by next week's podcast.
Same, same, same. And also apparently we got a new trailer for Shang-Chi, but it's already things we've already seen.
Did we?
Yeah.
Mm. You mean the one with Abomination, or not the one with Abomination?
And that's pretty much all the Marvel news I think we got. Other than Spider-Man No Way Home not getting you call it again, a flicking trailer yet, which is actually unbelievable.
Yeah, but maybe they wanted to like wait until Loki was aired, so it makes more sense.
I guess, but like, yeah.
Like
Okay,
if they just showed Doc Ock or like Electro just without explanation
why do
in
you
the
think it's
trailer,
gonna be
many people will
Electro?
come
Whoa, hold up, hold up. Why do you think it's gonna be Electro?
because Jamie Foxx was confirmed to reprise his role as Electro.
Nah, nah. This is why. This is why. This is why me and Dino get into arguments because he likes to correct me when he doesn't have to.
But you asked the question, I
It
only answered it.
had no, nothing. Nothing. Anyways, other topics we need to bring up are I'm trying to like what you because I don't remember a lot of last week, but I know a lot of stuff got dropped in these last 2 weeks. I think that was everything that got dropped last week, if I'm not wrong.
I have no idea. I was too invested in my Hunter watch, so.
Oh, I'm finally glad you're watching some quality anime, not Haikyuu.
Oh wait, I watched My Hero Academia and Assassination Classroom in the past year. So you're not gonna tell me I'm not watching some
Mm.
quality anime.
My Hero hasn't been good for me since season 4. Okay,
Oh, that's controversial.
season 5 is like the weakest season for me. Like the first part of season 5 was what we're currently in now. This is so I'm like it's boring.
Like right now, it's kind of calm, and there was some good episode in the last arc, but that arc was like pretty average. But I heard like from the manga point, it's like gonna go into that war arc or something, and I
Yeah,
hope it will
I already read
escalate from there.
I already read the manga, so I don't really like have to look at the episodes. But it's like you know, eh.
And this week we just got like a random beach filler episode that was like kind of
which
lame.
which didn't have to exist for no reason. Like, let me just mind you that
Mm. Like, was it in a was it in a manga or was it just like a random filler?
it was not. It was not in the manga. That is filler.
Okay.
Okay. So that is everything that dropped this week. So the week after that, we got Nintendo dropping the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch OLED, which is like that has me rolling.
I'm sure it's controversial, but like it's like so unnecessary. Like I liked features of it, like the bigger. I don't know how you name it, how you call it, but
We
like
got an
the one thing you flip.
Ethernet cord. We
What?
got an Ethernet cord. Now I could finally play. Now I can finally play Smash, and this time it'll only glitch 5 times instead of 7. Oh man, I'm terrible.
You are. That's for
I
sure.
I'm terrible. Cause they literally just made the original Nintendo Switch white, give it a bigger stand, made it a bigger screen, Ethernet cord. Okay, we sell it for a good like $100 more. That is definitely worth $100 more.
Like they should have just made it like the normal Switch.
Like why wasn't that in the base Switch to begin with? Not the bigger screen, but like the Ethernet cord.
Yeah.
But duck me because and then we got what you call again. That was last week. I don't think much got dropped last week.
Yeah, maybe like that what do you call it again? That Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl was revealed to have like a new, better art style.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that. Okay, so I was like, everyone's like, oh my god, they actually fixed it. It's almost like games improve over time, and that the version they showed us was unfinished. Hmm, it's almost like that.
Yeah, you win, I lose.
Because I know when it first got revealed, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, look! It looks so unfinished and unpolished. Are you flipping kidding me, Game Freak? You're so late." Even though it wasn't Game Freak, I think it was Ilka. It's like, "Are you flipping
Yeah,
kidding me,
Elka.
Ilka? You guys look so like you guys are so lazy." And I was like, "But it's so early. You guys do realize that the game is not finished yet. It's like it doesn't matter. It's basically finished. It comes out in like 7 months. It's like, but that's still a lot of time. It's like no, they can't redeem it. They showed like
But
not like around 5 months. Oh my god, it looks way better. Who could have saw this coming, bruh?
let's be honest, they wouldn't have fixed it if no one complained. Like if everyone said, yeah, it's perfect, they wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, but and then like if we skip, and then I think we can skip to this week. Uh, no, Nick dropped a fighting game, so that's fun. That Nick dropped a Super Smash Bros. S fighting game, so that looks interesting.
Wait,
You
they
know, these
did. I would look it
they
up.
did, they did. It's Super Smash Bros. With Nick characters. They had my boy Danny Phantom in there. I don't know who I'm in Danny Phantom. I'm in an Ang. Dino's quiet, which means he's probably gonna argue.
Oh, I was just like looking at the wait. Is it All Star Brawl or is it Super Brawl World?
It's All Star Brawl, I think.
Okay.
But all over Twitter, people are like sharing these memes of like, "Yo, Nick, can you please like chicken change this like thing? Oh my God, this guy's so broken." It was so fucking hilarious. I was dying.
Mm.
But yeah, I can't wait for what's to come again. I love that Nick is like, and apparently the devs say they want this game to be competitive and want to add DLC, which has me happy because you know how many anime characters went on Nick, which means we can get Goku,
Nah.
we can get Goku, we can get the Yu-Gi-Oh characters, we can get the Power Rangers because they were all on Nick.
Yeah, Pokemon was also on Nick, so
We can also get Pokemon there.
uh,
We can
you
finally get Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh in one fighting game.
we can help you.
Oh man, but it was just hilarious to see them come up with that. It was like, wow, that came out of nowhere.
Mm.
And also, Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, the remake, remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, released today. So those who want to re-experience the Wii Classic, you can do that. Dino,
Nah, like
yeah. What's that, Dino? You're
no.
gonna buy the game because it's a good game, and you want to help the developers. Good on you, Dino.
Mm, oh, I would say for like Real Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus and also Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, he called it Breath of the Wild to everybody. It's confirmed. We're not having this argument ever again.
No. I'm not waiting for Breath of the Wild 2. I'm waiting for the sequel.
Yo, shut up. Okay, we're not doing this again. Every podcast, you find some way.
Well, you mentioned that I mentioned Breath of the Wild
I'm
2.
sorry if I
Have
wanted
you
to
not
have
mentioned
you
it?
win.
I have.
And I
Yeah,
finally, guys, I finally
but
know where
I'm
my
not gonna
favorite.
let you win. And then we get to the Samuel
Guys,
situation.
see, that's pretty cool and all, but I finally know where my favorite substitute swear word came from. Where I said Jack Daniels instead of Jack Shit. It came from Washikagan. It came from the angry video game nerd, and the drink he always drinks is like Jack Daniels, and that's where I got it from. So that's a funny origin story.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of which, Pokemon Masters EX dropped Summer Marini and Summer Gloria. I want to add that Victor and Lucas are still not in the game, so
Mm.
sad Gen 4 noses.
Yeah, but like the male protagonist is always like left behind, like because because um because it
Waifus. Just
actions in
say
the
wife.
anime. So
Just say waifus. Just say waifus. We already know the reason why. Just say waifus, and everybody's gonna get it.
okay, Samurai,
This
you're
is
getting cancelled.
I'm getting canceled. I'm not wrong though. That's what they're mainly aiming for.
But part of the reason is like you have action in anime, so you will like almost never have the male protagonist of the game to be in the anime and be popular.
Jimmy, sad Jimmy noises. All by myself.
Mm.
Dino hasn't watched Pokemon Chronicles yet. That's why he doesn't know who Jimmy's is.
No, that's like, isn't that like that one of Ocean?
Yes, he's gold, but in the anime.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't watch Pokemon Chronicles, so Pokemon Chronicles
Why didn't you
is
watch
like not
Pokemon
the most.
Chronicles?
But
Why don't you watch Pokemon Chronicles?
maybe because it's not the main series, and I just watched.
What? This is why Dino's unbased. Okay, this is why me and Dino get into arguments. For all the crap I do, I at least watch Pokemon Chronicles once. You've watched it 0 times.
Oh well, you did. You definitely have stuff that you didn't watch, but I watched. Like you didn't watch
Okay, you
Haikyuu.
need to
You didn't
get
watch.
over Haikyuu. You
Wait, you
need
didn't
to
watch
get over
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. You need to get over Haikyuu. I am not
You
watching
brought it
Haikyuu.
up first. You brought it up first.
I am not watching Haikyuu. You need to get over that.
And I'm not starting Naruto
I don't
or Dragon
care.
Ball. No, you was the one saying no. It was Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Well, joke's on you because Dragon Ball inspired a Haikyuu, so you can suck it.
Maybe they're just both shonen, and it's just the
No,
same genre.
no, I don't think Dragon Ball actually has inspired Haikyuu as much as it did. I'm just saying that because I can, but yeah, no one take that as fact.
Sure, whatever.
I'm just making a funny joke, and also Steam dropped a console, or is going to drop a Nintendo Switch. Like that's what everybody's calling. Oh, hey, the Switch Pro finally dropped.
Yeah, like the PC handheld.
Yeah, but I'm like, dang, my entire Steam library on a portable device? That's too much power for one man. And then I remember it was like, wait a minute, isn't that just a gaming laptop?
Uh,
I'm not.
you can come switch to a gaming laptop.
I guess you can. I guess you can't what you call gonna compare it to a gaming laptop, but I'm like, it's kind of like a gaming laptop.
Yeah, but like a game laptop is like not a console. Like
Yeah,
there
because
is a huge difference between the console and
yeah,
laptop or
I got you.
PC.
It's like my entire Steam library on a console. Do you know how much Sonic Generations I could play?
There he goes with Sonic.
Well, excuse me if it's a good game that somebody should play.
By the way, I watched the Sonic movie recently and it was trash.
I'm not gonna disagree with you.
Yeah, that's
You know why
good.
I'm not gonna
Finally,
disagree with you?
Samurai, I agree.
To be fair, the movie is very generic. Like I'm not even gonna lie, the movie is very
Yeah, like
generic.
it was so generic.
Like it is very generic, and that's why
Like
people call it
there,
like for a video
there are
game
more
movie.
stereotypes I can.
Like for a video game movie, you have to admit it's pretty good. But as like a movie without like calling it a video game movie, it's pretty generic.
Mm. Yeah, but like, what's the difference between video games, movies, and a normal movie? Like a video game is just a movie that you can
Okay,
control
okay.
with your own
Let
hand.
me okay. Let me explain why a video game and like why it's hard to like transfer a video game into a movie. Because each player will have a different experience that has to be explained. So like not everybody's gonna play through Breath of the Wild the same way. And imagine you have to make a 24 episode anime based on the story of Breath of the Wild. Not everybody plays it the same way. That's why it's a miracle Pokemon even got off the ground because not everybody plays the games the same way.
Mm.
If
Yeah, but you
if you
can
try,
just like.
so it's like
Mm,
try explaining the plot of Breath of the Wild. You have to stop the Guardians and defeat Ganondorf, right? Now try to explain what you did in Breath of the Wild. Now that's a whole other thing on itself.
mm,
So that's why when you transfer a game into a movie, you have to like take certain liberties, and things won't always translate perfectly.
mm.
Like I think it
Okay.
can be done. Like I think it can be done because you can look at the Chicago. Because Sonic had a movie like in the '90s when Sonic CD was coming out. It's a pretty good movie. Like I think most Sonic fans enjoy it,
Mm.
which is why whenever card games get made, they're usually like they don't become like they're not card games first. They're usually anime first. At least the card games I played.
Does Yu-Gi-Oh have an anime first or the cards first?
Actually, Yu-Gi-Oh was a manga first.
Oh, oh yeah, that makes sense. But like, do they have the
Yu-Gi-Oh was
manga first or the
a
TCG
like
first?
okay, so this is how the TCG actually started. So the original like mangaka who wrote it was a fan of Magic the Gathering and had a chapter where they had to play a card game, right?
Okay.
So what had happened was like viewers kept on like messaging Shonen Jump and the guy, oh, where can we buy these cards? Where can we buy these cards? So Chicago, they saw dollar signs, so they decided to make it a card game with Bandai Namco first, and then that fell through the ceiling, so they went to Konami, and then that's the Yu-Gi-Oh card game we have today.
Mm.
Fun fact, did you know that the assistant to the manga writer of Yu-Gi-Oh actually went to make his own card game called Vanguard? So, that's interesting. So the guy who did the Vanguard manga is the guy who helped with the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. So that's kind of interesting to look at.
Mm.
That, like your favorite was Chicago. Like what if you guys were Chicago? I like that the one TCG started from another TCG.
Like just random talking about TCG. I never understand how the
How which TCG works? Which one?
how Pokemon TCG work. Like you have
Like how
had
to
these didn't you have like these energy cards and then you have to spend
Okay,
them.
I can actually okay, so I can actually explain. I can actually explain it. So let's say you wanted to play like what you call them. So let's say you wanted to play with like a Pikachu, right? And you wanted to use like one of
Yeah.
Pikachu's. Let's just say for simplicity's sake, we say it's Thunderbolt, even though it's probably not Thunderbolt. What
Mm.
you would do is if it requires two energies, what you would basically do is that you would equip two energies to that Pikachu card, and then you would basically put the energies under the card to show that it was there.
Okay. Then you can use Thunderbolt like as often you want.
You can Thunderbolt every time it's your turn.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. But like the energy cards are not consumed after one attack.
They don't consume. The only time they would actually consume is let's say you wanted to switch out Pikachu for let's say you had a Raichu on your bench, which is where you use to like switch out your Pokemon. Then you would have to like
Mm.
pay a cost of energy, and that would usually be like two. That's the only time energy really like what you call it again wastes. Like you have to discard it.
Mm.
The Pokemon
Well,
TCG is actually one of the easier ones to learn.
like I had that. I once bought like a pack of TCG like before it was like kind of
Yeah, big.
popular, and then I just got like one energy card, and I was like confused of like how am I gonna play like with one energy card?
Okay, so
Although like I had
I would recommend you like if you wanted to like legitimately play it, look for like a trial deck or like a pre-made deck because those are usually on for sale. Like it'll usually say like here's a trial deck. This is an already made deck of cards. They have everything you need to start playing. They usually include like a play mat, not like a very expensive play mat, but like a paper play mat to like teach you step by step. You should like
well,
what I recommend like you buy two so you can play with your siblings.
mm, like I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh but like with friends.
Like I played Yu-Gi-Oh before like quarantine started online. And let's just say Yu-Gi-Oh my high school became big after me and my other friend were playing it. Like it became big like so much so that we would
Mm.
go to the library, we would hop on the Yu-Gi-Oh like we'd hop on Dueling Nexus. Everybody would start dueling each other. We had a tournament and yours truly made it to the finals with his Cyber Dragon deck. You already know I was just Cyber Dragon everybody. Like somebody plays down in 18 years like Cyber End Dragon. See it.
Like I always buy like good decks. I had a Monarch deck and I had a Magic deck, but my friends somehow always have like a more overpowered deck. Like one of my friends has like a dinosaur deck, and he has like that one card, like that
How
meteor
did
card,
you lose
which can
to
destroy
dinosaurs?
everything.
How did you lose to dinosaurs? You are not a good.
He
How did
had
you
that
lose?
like one dinosaur that has 4,000 like attack or something,
Have
and
you never
it
heard?
can attack
Okay.
everything on the.
Dino, have you ever heard of two cards called Negate Attack and Mirror Force?
I heard of Mirror Force.
You, I feel like Dino's the type of player who never had any trap cards in his deck and always got attacked during his turn. Like he just
I
never had any
a
traps.
lot of trap cards.
You have a lot of trap cards, but you didn't use them. That's why you lost.
So I had a one trap card that like neutralizing every effect that is like coming to one specific card, but I could never use it because it was always destroyed.
See, one day me and Dino, we're gonna go what you call it again. One day, me and Dino, we're gonna have a podcast episode where we're just gonna play either Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon the trading card game on like webcam or some. We're gonna play it on like a webcam or some shit, and I'll beat him, and then I'll introduce Dino to Cardfight Vanguard, which is a game he should totally play because it's actually really cool. And the start decks are actually
Mm,
pretty cheap too. Like they're like $5 now,
yeah.
which is actually great because like the game went under like what you call it. So basically, they went under a new director, and he made the start decks like super cheap. Like they're like $5, less than $10.
I I forgot how many my Yu-Gi-Oh decks were, but they were expensive as well. But I don't know how much they were.
Like yeah, TCGs can be like very expensive. Like if you want them to be. Like if you're not playing Meta Rise, they don't have to be that expensive. Like I play Yu-Gi-Oh very casually. Like I'll peek into the meta sometimes, but you'll never find me building a meta deck.
Mm-hmm.
Vanguard, I will play like Vanguard is very hard for me to play meta because again, Vanguard is one of those niche card games that I could look into it and like, okay, I could build that, and then I'll look 1 month later, it's like, whoa, what happened? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
And Yu-Gi-Oh's even worse at this because Yu-Gi-Oh, like with the ban list and all that, I remember like, when is Firewall Dragon gonna get banned? They said the ban list was supposed to come this week. 1 week
Oh yeah,
ahead.
my like talking about OP cards. One of my friend had like a card. I don't know what its effect was, but it was like it was like almost equivalent if like if you have it on the field, like you instantly win. But I don't know what effect was exactly. But anyways, I got rid of it with a trap card. Like I had a trap card that can discard of the card that you have on the hand, and I got lucky and just got rid of that one. But turns out he has two, and then I instantly lost.
You fool. Ghosts keep more than one copy in
Well,
your
that
deck.
was the only chance I could get rid of it. Hmm?
It's not Dino. It's not my fault. You suck at Yu-Gi-Oh. It's not my fault.
Like my deck is not bad, but I don't have a single card that is like OP and could like destroy everything instantly. But my friend always had that one card, and they always like pull that immediately and just destroy it.
All right, so I gotta go downstairs and like what you call it again, take care of my siblings. So we're gonna have to end the podcast here.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay, yeah. So this has been the Master J podcast. I'm Samurai as always, and that is
That's Dino, your host.
you are not the host. That is my job. Why
Well,
would you be the host?
didn't you have to go to your siblings? So I will end this podcast.
Okay, yeah. So bye guys. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Craig to leave now.
Mm.
See, yeah, this is why I wish
Yeah.
Craig had like voice.
Hmm?
I said this is why I wish Craig had like voice command because then I was like, Craig,